Hi team. Today our topic is the most important country in Europe. Do you know which one it is? There are perhaps a few candidates, including France and England, but neither one measures up to Germany. Germany is definitely the most important of all. As you might suspect, this has a lot to do with the World Wars. In both the World Wars, Germany was the aggressor who started the war, as it tried to build a vast empire. What is somewhat strange about this is that Germany did not even form into a country until 1871. After the failed Frankish Union that we learned about in Lesson 3, Germany was separated from France. It was still ruled by the Franks for a while, a certain branch of that family, but it broke up into separate territories ruled by people known as dukes. These dukes got together and elected one of them as king every once in a while. But the truth is that the king never had much power over them. One of them tried to achieve it. His name was Otto the Great. Here we go again with another the Great. There's Alexander the Great in ancient Greece. There's Peter the Great in Russia. There's Charlemagne, whose name means Charles the Great. Otto actually did temporarily conquer the dukes, and he copied Charlemagne by going to Italy and helping the Pope against the Italian dukes. This earned him the title Holy Roman Emperor. Was Otto really the Great, though? The truth is that the Holy Roman Empire that he created was in fact an anarchy. Like the word monarchy, which means the rule of one, anarchy means a type of rule. But instead of the rule of one, it means the rule of none. The Holy Roman emperors never really controlled Germany. And the inability of the German king to unite Germany made Germany easy to conquer by Napoleon on his way to Russia, as we saw in the last lesson. The Germans got very tired of being an anarchy, and in the person of Otto von Bismarck, yes, another Otto, they found the solution. Otto von Bismarck was not a king or an emperor, but he was arguably a genius. Bismarck was a minister to the King of Prussia, one of the parts of Germany. Although his plans for unifying Germany are complex, and the steps he took are many, the main one was to unite the Germans in their hatred of France. In simple terms, he tricked France into attacking Germany, thus forcing the Germans to work together under that rule. How does it go again? The enemy of my enemy, remember, is not my friend. Enemy of my enemy is my temporary ally. But Bismarck was hoping for more, and he did achieve it in this case. He was a great military commander, and he defeated France in what is called the Franco-Prussian War of 1870 to 71. This turned Germany into the biggest empire in Europe. But Germany wasn't done. The German Emperor Wilhelm II believed he could gain even more. So when the Austrian Archduke Franz Ferdinand was killed by a terrorist in southern Europe in 1914, Germany promised to help its neighbor Austria. And they took advantage of the situation to launch a war of their own. They attacked Russia in the east and France and its neighbors in the west. In this introduction, we can't go into the details. But the war was the most horrifying in history up to that point. Modern weapons were terribly powerful, and even poison gas was used. In the end, Germany could not win because the United States entered the war under its President Woodrow Wilson, as you may recall from our Anchorback series on American history. Wilson's reason for entering the war was to make the world safe for democracy. Germany was forced to stop fighting or faced being invaded and destroyed. So they gave up, and the Treaty of Versailles officially ended the war. But the Germans were very unhappy with this result. They were never really defeated. In the next lesson, we'll talk about how this combination led them into the arms of Adolf Hitler, who then tried to build an even bigger empire in World War II. See you then.